EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, Jones. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or two at most.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do. If you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After the run, Watson going to throw. That's going to be caught by Coulter. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Jones now off the play fake. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Jones on 1st and 10. Throw caught here by Bird. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Jones, off play action, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Jason Myers.
Ronald Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it in with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He gets this to Coulter complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. From the 50, it's Watson. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's got Walters, big catch. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Buccaneers' 13-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
4.
Again, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
To throw again, Jones. The left side completion to Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. The pass complete. It's Bird. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Buccaneers.
Jones now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Buying time to his left. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Jones pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That's a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And a Buccaneer 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 3rd quarter now at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Jones. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Buccaneers 14, Texans 6.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Then it should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back now in Houston. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They set up the screen for Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Jones on 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And no, it's incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Texans are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Here's Watson operating from the gun. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Score Buccaneers 14, Texans 12.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
To Ronald Jones.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Buccaneers.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Watson, eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Steps away to his left. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points. But that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Fielded at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways.